So in fighting games, there are some strategies that, when you look at them, they're very obviously good or very obviously bad. There's something about them where it's just like, yeah, like this move right here is so obviously good that it's like, you're just going to look at it and go, yeah, I'm using that. But there are some strategies in fighting games where they may not look good at first, or you may even think they're completely useless at first, but when you actually look into them, they completely change a matchup, or completely change a character, or completely change the game in general. And those are the specific kind of strategies I wanted to look into today. The unexpectedly good strategies in fighting games. For example, so we have a strategy here with Lucas in Smash Ultimate. And this character is about mid-tier. Like, I'm a Lucas main in this game, or was a Lucas main when I played this game a lot. And the way I describe this character is he's basically a character that, against some characters, he is absolutely insanely good, like really, really good. Even some top tiers, he has some great mashups against, like Snake. He's a great counterpick character. But because he loses really badly to some other characters, some top tier, some not, it kind of means he's inconsistent. He is just a bit of a counterpick character. And not only that, he's really hard. I'd say he's one of the hardest characters in the game. So he's a counterpick character, so you can't really main him. But he's the kind of character that you have to main because he's difficult. So you don't see a lot of Lucas play. And this is probably why this strategy that I'm about to show you is a bit obscure. And it may even be controversial in the Lucas community. And that is something to do with this move. That is PK Freeze. Now, PK Freeze, historically, has not been a very good move. Mainly because, like, it just takes too long to come out. Or, like, it used to put you into free fall when you did in the air. It no longer does that in this game. I can actually act after PK Freeze when I use it in the air. I can see I can do a forward air. Well, the forward air animation came out, but I landed on the ground before it happened. But yeah, the move has been vastly improved in this game for many different reasons. One of them is that when you land it, it freezes you and sends you forward. Now, before, it used to send you completely upwards. I'm not sure about Brawl, but I think Brawl and Smash 4 had the same issue where it would send you completely upwards and it'd be really easy to mash out of it. So it was completely useless when you landed it. But in this game, it sends you horizontally, and mashing out of it is really hard. It takes a while to mash out of it. And at certain percents, let's say we get him to around 60% here, and he's on the ledge, we land this, and it's going to take him so long to come out that he doesn't, like, some characters wouldn't be able to recover from that. And if we go at 70%, he's just dead. And he may have been able to mash out of that, but if he does mash out of that, let me actually do something here. So I've set the CPU to level 9, and the reason why I've done this is that, so what I can do is that I can set this to play frame by frame, and I can land a PK, well actually maybe not now, I can set him to 70% roughly, the percent that we had before, just to show this off, that even if you do mash out of this move, no it won't. So even if you do mash out of this move, like the CPU is about to do, like right here, Lucas can still follow up and try and go for a hit. It's difficult sometimes, but you can see that, yeah, you can follow behind them, even if they can mash out and hit them and get a kill confirm off of it. I'll try and find a video or explanation of that. You can just do like this, and then run up, hit him like that afterwards if you're better than me. Run. See, look, you can definitely hit them like that. And I've done that in many matches, like hit them with the PK Freeze, run up behind them, and then just like forward air them off the stage and killed them really, really early. And sometimes this kills them like just straight up, even at 100%, even if you're like mashing as hard as you can, this is not, you're not getting out of this, even if you mash as hard as you can. Like, I'll set the CPU to level 9 right here. Wait, I need to first do this, do that, and then set the CPU to level 9 so that it will frame perfectly mash. And look, he just died. Even a level 9 CPU could not get out of that. So that is basically a confirmed death with this move if you land it at 100. Like, it's completely confirmed. And that means it's pretty good. Especially it's pretty good in edge guarding. When the opponent is off stage, they have limited options to avoid this move. Like, imagine the opponent is all the way over there. Actually, I could send them over there a little bit. Imagine the opponent is all the way over there. You're just going to be able to not avoid this move. And you can change the angle that it moves, if I can show you here. So you can actually make it move backwards. I can full send it over there. I can do that, make it go a little bit backwards as well. The only thing I can't do is send it vertically, which is actually the weakness of this move. If you just jump over it or recover low, say because it's completely horizontal, all you have to do is recover low or recover high to avoid it, and you'll just completely avoid the PK freeze, which makes it sound a bit like a gimmick move. Like, it will only hit people that either can't recover vertically very well or just don't know how to avoid this move. But actually, there is a very good way of, like, a really fucked up way of not only landing this move sometimes in ways where you didn't really expect to land it, but also just making it so that you don't even need to land it. Like, just the threat of it is enough. And that is because I'm going to hold shield. You see how long it took Lucas, after exploding the PK freeze, to shield? PK freeze, explode now, shield. It's got very little recovery, very little lag at all. And basically what this means is that what a good strat is with Lucas is that you can deliberately let go of the PK freeze at, like, right before it's about to hit the opponent to bait them into either jumping or recovering low, basically forcing them to recover in a very specific direction and control which area they recover in, limit their options, and then because there's very little lag on this, you can just run up to them, hit them. Or if they're recovering low, you can go like that with Lucas's plethora of good edge guarding options like this and all of these moves, and basically just use it as like a bait. You can bait people with this move in a way that's like very, like, obviously there are baits in fighting games, there are moves that are designed to be baits, but this move does not look like it's designed to be a bait in any way. It's kind of like an unexpected bait, if you will, with this move. And it is very, very effective. Like, I have killed so many people in this game by just threatening the PK freeze, deliberately exploding it before it's about to hit them as a bait, so I'm out of the recovery of the move and have more than enough time to hit them afterwards, and say they'll recover low, I'll do this as they're about to get back to the stage. Or if they're about to recover high, I do that, send them back, do that, and now they have less options. They can't recover low or high as well, so I can hit this move. And there's even been times where I have done this. This is basically deliberately not hitting the move, by the way, which is kind of what is so unexpectedly good about it. Is like you're trying not to hit the move to like get something else afterwards. But I have gone for this move, say like exploded it here, and managed to hit it anyway, like unexpectedly, because they like jumped into it in a weird way or like whatever, and like the hitbox is so big you can just unexpectedly hit it anyway. So it's like it is a very like deceptively good move at just forcing people to recover in certain ways in this game. And I'm going to try and showcase this a little bit. I'll have to showcase this with a level 9 CPU in a minute because I don't have anyone to really show it with, but I hope I'll be able to show it. Okay, I've got a level 9 CPU Ryu here. This is a pretty good matchup for Lucas, in my opinion. This is going to be like almost like a Lucas crash course, even though I haven't played this game in about a billion years. So you can do this and then send them off stage. Lucas's edge guarding is by far his best aspect in this game, by the way. So you can do that, and then see how he jumped, and then I can do that. He's off stage. I can do that. He's recovered and jumped, and I did it a bit too early there, but you could see that I could have just released it there and got a full edge guard from this. Let me try it. Do that. See, air dodge. He was threatened by the idea of the PK freeze. Oh, he just died. Okay, he didn't even want to give me the opportunity to use this move in a cool way. Okay, so PK freeze, and he's dead. This character is just so stupid. He's so funny. Like, just the recovery. Like, he's not good. He's not like a top tier character. Like, some people might be like, oh wow, he's making him look really good, but this character is like got some really bad matchups. This is one of his better ones. Like, he's just a bit like, he's just too like inconsistent Like, all you have to do against this character is jump over him, and he, like, kind of fucks up. So that you can just use to threaten him, and he's dead. This maybe not have been the best character to show off this strat, but that was just to show off, I guess, the PK freeze, like, the threat of it. You get hit by this move off stage, you recover one in a way that's, like, too predictable, you are dead. You are just completely dead. What's a good character that I can use to explain this? It'll be a character that has to have a good recovery. Like a recovery that can theoretically... Actually, Fox is a really good example of this. Fox is a really good character to use this against. Because Fox has a lot of recovery distance, and he can recover in many different ways. He can recover horizontally, and he can recover vertically very well as well. But he has to commit to either one of them. So with a move like this that is very good at I'm getting fucked up. That's very good at making Fox commit. This is also one of Lucas's like weaker matchups, in my opinion. Oh, this move is also very good for sharking. It's very good for getting people like juggling people. You can use it in kind of the same way. You can deliberately let go of it to bait them to air dodge. Okay, do this to bait him to jump. And now he is... There we go. And now he is forced to sit there. And... Oh. I didn't expect him to... I actually didn't think he had his jump still. Oh, he's dead. See, but you could see there that I used the PK freeze to bait him to jump. And you may think, oh, this is a CPU. But this does work against people. The threat of this move is so high that people will be... It's basically a mix-up between... thinking that he's going to actually try and hit you with the move, or thinking that he is going to try and bait you and then cover one of your options. And that's basically how this move works. It is very strong at baiting people. Oh. There we go. And he's dead. So it shows you just committing to anything against this move is super, super scary. Because even if you commit to something that avoids it, he can just let go of it. He can just let go of the move and like just bait you into committing to an option that's not good for you. Ah, too low percent. And that's the Vortex of Fox. This is why... Because one of Lucas's biggest weaknesses as well is landing. And Fox obviously just fucks up characters who can't land. Because he's really good at catching land. I hope Light does that one time in a tournament. Name a time when Light has done that in a tournament. You can't. You can't name a time that Light has done that in a tournament. Oh. And we can use that to bait. Oh. I was trying to go for... I think I'm dead. Oh my god. See, that's another problem with his fucking... Lucas is such a inconsistent character. He just... Oh, recovering with this character is like pain sometimes, especially when you're in that low angle. There we go. Just decided to run up tilt. That was a really bold decision. But, okay. Now let me show it off against another character. Let me show you a character that maybe has a recovery that's very reliant on multiple jumps. Let's say a character like Pit. Let's try it against Pit.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, let's try and bait him. He's going to... Okay. So we... Okay. Shit. And then we did that. Okay, we're baiting him to do that. He's jumping a lot. Of course, he's level 9 CPU, so he air dodges. But you can see we can bait him. We can bait the opponent into wanting to jump a lot. If there are characters like this, and I suck because I haven't played this game in a million years. Oh shit, and this is where Lucas is. I can do this. Thank you. Oh, shit. See, Lucas is basically just an edge guarding powerhouse. This is how this character is designed. And we've used all of his jumps, and... Oh, that was so close! But you can see we can just basically flowchart it, kind of. And he's dead. That was a mistake from him. Oh, that's a mistake from the CPU. Oh, I did not expect him to do that. Okay, now we can use that to bait that. Oh. He's dead. But you can kind of see that, like, it's kind of difficult sometimes for even a character with multiple jumps to recover against PK freeze, because you have so many different mix-ups out of it and so many different situations where you can just cover their options, like deliberately not hit the move, bait them into using their jumps, force them to only have their air dodge to get back or their specific recovery options, like for example with Pit with his side B and his up B, and you can just force them to recover in certain ways. And I could even try this against characters with really, really good recoveries. For example, let's pick Sora, who has an incredible, basically limitless recovery. He can get back from anywhere. And this move is still strong against characters like this. Okay, so... Ah. Ah. I remember the level 9 CPU, Sora loves that move. Off stage. And we killed him. See, now we've forced him to use his... Ah! I'm so shit at this game, but you could see there. You can just force him to use the air dodge, and of course the level 9 CPU kind of has a tendency to air dodge when it's trying to recover, but again, I've used all of his options. He basically is put into a 50-50 there, or trying to recover to ledge. It significantly reduces his options, and it means that Lucas can just sort of like flowchart recoveries. Thank you. Lucas with rage. Don't run into him. He's gonna grab you. This Sora cannot kill me. Oh my god. Just... I didn't know Lucas was a super heavyweight. Jesus Christ, can this character just not kill? Okay. You have been forced to recover low. I almost got it. And he took too long because he's an idiot and I suck. Oh, nice. Nice down air, finally. So even then, like in that moment where I did the PK freeze, he couldn't even... Oh, I really should stop doing that against Sora. He's not the kind of character you can just sort of do that against. And we've... Oh, almost. There we go, he's dead. But you could see there that like I'd forced him to recover low. He didn't want to recover high because of the PK freeze covering that horizontal space. He was now forced to recover low, and Lucas is really good at covering low recoveries, like with down smash on ledge or forward tilt on ledge. Especially down smash is really good against recoveries like Sora's, where you can just delay it a very long time. So PK freeze, along with all of his other options, just make him a edge guarding powerhouse, and that unexpected strat with him is one thing that makes his edge guarding so powerful. This just deliberately not hitting the move and going for it in ways where you're just trying to bait someone into recovering in a certain way, so you can limit their options and basically just go, okay, he's recovered this way, I know I have these options, and now his options are limited because he used some of his other recovery options to avoid the PK freeze that I didn't want to go for anyway. Yeah, just just cover all the options, just completely ruin their day, make them feel like they can't play the game once they're off stage. That is the name of the game with Lucas, and PK Freeze, the unexpected strat, just using it to bait people out, is a really good example of that. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next unexpectedly good strat. Now, in Street Fighter 6, DJ has something similar, kind of, to Lucas's PK Freeze stuff in Smash Ultimate, like with the fakes and stuff, but it's more of an intentional thing. Like, with his Air Slasher, he has multiple versions of it, as every special move in the game does. You have the medium version, which is just a single projectile. You have the heavy version, which is 2 projectiles, one after the other. And then the light version is a fake. So you can be like throwing out projectiles from all the way over here, like doing, you know, the heavy version, spamming it, and then doing the medium version, then you go into the light version like this. And then you can like anti-air them if they jump. Or like you can, if they decide to parry, you can like drive rush up to them and grab them. Stuff like this. And it's more of an intentional thing in the game that when you look at the move, you may think, oh, why is this a move that does absolutely no damage, doesn't even hit the opponent, doesn't do anything? Well, it's because it's a fake. It's very obviously like like when you see it, it's just kind of like a fake that you have. But there are other uses for this move that are a bit more obscure and maybe not as thought about in the grand scheme of things, and that is using it to cancel special moves. Because this move is a special move, you know, it's part of the whole Air Slasher thing, and Air Slasher is a special move. So theoretically, because you can cancel this into this move, or cancel any special cancelable normal into that move, surely you can also do into that, and that is 0 frames, so that is neutral. So it allows DJ to actually not only fake with like projectile pressure from a distance and like do that, but it also allows him to do his light version of Air Slasher during strings. For example, this is a good string to do it in. Usually you do something like this, especially on block. This is really good because it takes a lot of drive gauge away and is very safe. So usually you run in, do something like this into that, and that's -3. It's completely safe, pushes them back a fair bit, does a good amount of drive gauge damage, and you can confirm it into, if you land it, you can confirm it into this move. So I can set it to random block here, and I can confirm that very easily. I can do, and then, you know, it's very easy to confirm. But obviously when you land this move, when you are seen doing this a lot, because it's +6, people are going to want to block that. They're just going to keep on blocking. So if they keep on blocking, you actually have enough time. Not only that, you actually have enough time because the transition from this move into this move is so long. If you're holding back during the entire thing, you can actually do that in the middle of it. Now you are -5, so if your opponent reads this, they can react. They can just read it and like jab you. Like any 4-frame or 5-frame move, they can just do this and hit you guaranteed. But because the move is so fast, like you can just do like actions super fast out of it. You can do stuff like this and just grab super quickly, and it's basically a situation where they have to guess whether you're going to go for this or not. Like, it becomes a mind game with this move basically. So although it's a fake that's mainly used for far away projectile spam, doing stuff like this, baiting people into jumping or baiting people into parrying, you can also use it up close as a more of a cancel during strings without using drive rush. But it obviously comes at this advantage that most of the time when you do it, you're going to be minus on block. So it's not like as good as, say, doing this into this. Like doing, say, I don't know, like just a normal drive rush cancelable move into a drive rush cancelable, into like just a plus move. So that's one like unexpectedly good strategy with DJ. Another unexpectedly good strategy with DJ in this game is you see this move, right? Well, not that move. This move right here is a standard launcher that he usually has all the time, and it goes into like quite a lot of stuff. You can actually do stuff like this. This is actually new in the patch. You can do this move into. Oh, I don't know why that's not working. I guess that doesn't work from. Oh, I guess I was doing it too late. So you can do like this into that. Wow. It's much easier out of a move for some reason. You can like, yeah, you can just do it into that and you can loop into it multiple times. and do stuff like that. So, and you can also confirm that into a level 3 at the end there from the quarter circle forward medium kick, quarter circle forward heavy kick. Sorry. And that's just like a pretty good combo. That's actually a new combo in this patch, being able to loop that move into multiple EX air slashes. You can do that now. You couldn't do that before in Season 1. You can do that now in Season 2. But there's one thing that this was in Season 1, this thing I'm about to show you, but it's now much more powerful because of Season 2 with these changes. And that is, if you hit a punish counter, not this move right here, it's the second hit. If you just hit the second hit by itself, it launches them pretty high, whilst on regular hit, it launches them not too high. Like it launches, I think it launches them a bit higher on punish counter. Yeah, it definitely does. It launches a slightly bit higher. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to actually do this into that move. And then you can do this, into that. Well, you can do this, into that, into that. Well, you get the idea. You can do that combo from the second hit of this move into that, and then just do that same combo I showed before, but start it from the second hit of this. And the reason why that's so good is because this move right here, one of the nerfs it got in the recent patch was that it got a lot of damage scaling applied to it. Damage scaling in this game, or in all fighting games, is when the longer a combo goes on, the less damage it does. Like a move, for example, that in neutral, like when I just hit it raw, just randomly, will do 600 damage. Maybe that move will do 300 damage if I do it 5 hits into a combo. It's just a way to make sure that combos don't do an insane amount of damage without making every move in the game do basically no damage when you hit them normally. And that's something that happened to this move right here. This move was a massive staple, and still kind of is, for DJ during most of his combos. He would do this all the time, and it would give massive damage, and they increased the damage scaling of that move so that every move after it does way less damage than it used to, and now it's just a significantly less damaging launcher. But the thing is, I think they only applied the damage scaling to this first hit here, this launching fist. They didn't apply it to this kick. This kick has the same amount of damage scaling, and it basically had no damage scaling before. Like, it just has full 100%. So what that means is that, let me show you a standard combo. So if, say for example, the opponent does an EXDP off the ground. I'll actually set them to do that. So say you throw them on the ground like this, and you shimmy them. You do something like this, into that, into the same combo that I showed before. You would do that, something like that, if they did an EXDP off the ground. And it does a pretty good amount of damage. The old combo that you do there would do 6,400. This does 6,330, and it actually costs 1 less drive gauge. So overall, I think it's a better combo. And you can actually do this move into this, into that, into just one of these, into that, into the same combo. It does less damage, obviously, but you use way less drive gauge. You only lose 4 drive gauge, as opposed to full drive gauge from the old combo. So even if you have less drive gauge, you can do very good. That's 6,000 damage with using 4 drive gauge. So it's actually, in a lot of ways, it's a buff. Anyway, but that's the kind of damage you get from your standard launch combo when you block an EXDP. 6,330, 63% of their health bar for average characters that aren't like a Kuma or a Zangief or whatever. But if you whiff this version of the move, if you whiff this, the damage is absolutely insane. You're gonna see it's quite, yeah, 70% of your health gone from that combo, and it uses about the same amount of drive gauge as the old combo. And yeah, so 70% of your damage, especially in the Akuma patch where Akuma's looking a very strong character, that is like 7,000 damage when he has 9,000 health. That is like insane. I'm not really good at maths. I don't know what the percentage of that is, but it's like, that is an insane percentage of health for Akuma, and just in general, that's 70% health for the average character. That is a huge amount of damage. That basically kills you, this combo. But you may be thinking, how the fuck am I going to land this combo? Like, I have to miss the first hit of this move into that. Obviously, this is very slow. That takes, like... They could just hit me. They could just block, and this move is easily punishable on block. Like, I could just show you right here. I could set them to block all. You can see this move, -8. Like, it's super punishable. Ryu or any character will be able to, like, get me into, like, a drive rush combo and just get out of the corner for free here. So how the hell am I going to land this move? Well, against certain characters, it's actually a reliable way to punish EXDPs. So, for example, if I set Ryu to sure you can hear after wake up, if I block this and then immediately go for this, well, the thing is, technically you can land this on any character that does an EXDP off the ground, but it's very difficult for most characters in the game apart from 2. So for Ryu, for example, that first hit happened there, and to make this actually useful, I'd have to shimmy. This is actually quite difficult. The spacing is very weird. And look, it doesn't work. That's the thing. You can hit it, but you're not close enough to the corner to actually hit this, to hit the this move and actually start up the combo. So against most characters in the game, you can't really just like block an EXDP and do this into the combo I just showed. But against other characters, let's say we will show, where is he? We will show, for example, a character like Cammy. So Cammy's EXDP, let me actually check if she's set to do this. I don't think she is. No, it's by character. Cammy's EXDP is like, the thing is with her EXDP is that it actually goes very, like, it goes very low. It doesn't go as high as Ryu's. Ryu goes all the way up to the top of the screen, but hers, like, compare Ryu's, which went all the way to the top of the screen, to that. So basically what this means is I can actually land this and land that move into that, into you know, I can get that combo on Cammy reliably. If you're a Cammy player and you EXDP DJ, that's a combo. And it's a bit weird. It's a bit of a weird timing. There we go. So yeah, you can get this combo. It's not as difficult as I made it out to be, because I was just doing the muscle memory of, like, you know, the combo that you usually go for in this situation. But you can see right there that that is very consistent against Cammy. All you have to do is just block this move and then immediately go for that, and then go into this, and then go into that. Well, actually time it a bit better than that, but it's a lot more consistent than I made it out to be. Like, if you get this, then the combo is pretty much secured. If they launch that high, then the combo is like, you can't really fuck it up. Well, you can fuck it up, but it's not like the combo drops. It's all down to your execution. Now, there's actually one more character that this works against, and that is Blanka. So if Blanka has the same thing as Cammy does, where his EXDP, I'm not really sure. It's not really a DP, to be honest. It's like a it's a charge move, but everyone calls it like a DP because, you know, wake up DP, wake up reversal. His wake up reversal also goes a very similar height to Cammy's. It doesn't go all the way to the top of the screen like most other EXDPs in the game, or doesn't like just stay on the ground like some other EXDPs in the game. So it's Cammy and Blanka that have the DPs where this is doable, this combo. There we go. That took me way longer than it should have done. But yeah, you can do that combo against Blanka and Cammy. The punish counter timing is actually a lot easier on Blanka. You have a lot more time to get the punish counter on Blanka compared to Cammy. But yeah, if you're a Blanka or a Cammy player playing against DJ and they're someone who knows that combo, just never EXDP, you're going to die, basically. And this combo is actually pretty good, even without the super. It's actually a very good way if you're in the corner against these characters, if they EXDP, because it does over 5,000 damage even without the super. It does 5,360 damage even without the super. So even if you have no level 3, you have no super bar, you can still use this combo in the corner. It will burn you out, but you can use this combo in the corner to seal out games even if you have no super. So against these characters, it's a very, very strong combo in the corner. And it all comes from just a kind of unexpected thing where you deliberately miss a move. You deliberately miss the first hit, this first launcher. Like, usually the instinct against these kind of moves is to, once you block them, to wait and then like hit them with something like this and then do that. This is kind of like the instinct with this move. But like, it's actually against these characters, it's much better of a strategy if you know the combo and if you're familiar with the timing to just do this into that and you get a better combo. And so yeah, so that is a couple of unexpectedly good strategies with DJ. But yeah, I guess we'll move on to the next strat. So for our final unexpectedly good strat in fighting games, we're going to be looking at Tekken 4 jabbing in general. You could say that it's just specific characters' jabs in this game, but just the general game systems in Tekken 4 allow for what the top level of this game looks like, which is just this the entire time. The entire time. So the way we're going to look at this is we're just going to reset here. Hold on, this game's practice mode is a bit weird. So yeah, basically this is Tekken 4. Tekken 4 was known as being very like controversial at the time that it came out. Tekken beforehand was known as a very movement heavy series. They nerfed the backdash in this game quite significantly. It's much slower than the Tekken 3 backdash or the Tekken Tag Tournament 1 backdash. And a lot of people hated the game because of that. And this game also introduced sidewalking into the series. Sidestepping had been introduced in Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament 1, but they removed sidestepping entirely for this game specifically and replaced it with sidewalking. So I just tapped up. I didn't double tap up. Usually to do this action in the recent Tekken games like Tekken 8, you would have to double tap up to be able to do this, but I'm just holding up. Holding up in Tekken 4, this is me pressing up, and it's me holding up. So there's no way to like jump. You have to jump forwards or jump backwards. I think you can only jump forwards. You have to tap. So you can only jump forwards if you can only jump forwards. You can't jump backwards. This is me holding up back. This is me holding up. So like they basically, this game controls very weirdly compared to other Tekken games. But the thing is with the sidestep in this game is that it is incredibly fast. I believe actually the sidestep in this game is also massive. Like, it's huge. And it comes out on frame 1. The evasive properties of sidestep in this game come out on frame 1. Now, that's not too different from modern Tekken, where sidestepping comes out usually on like frames 4 to 5, where the evasive properties of being able to sidestep a move come out on frame 4 to 5. But having it be frame 1 instant basically means that a good strategy in this game is to throw out a plus frame move and then sidestep, because then because you're able to sidestep on frame 1, you can just avoid their counter attack entirely, pretty much almost entirely. And combine this with fuzzy ducking, it absolutely spells like doing sidestep duck, sidestep duck, sidestep duck. It absolutely spells disaster for this game. And considering the backdash in this game is nerfed, it's not as good. Like, compare how fast I'm moving. Like, I'm moving reasonably fast for backdashing in this game, but then if I compare it to forward movement, it's just nowhere near. It is nowhere near as quick as... Like, backwards movement is nowhere near as quick as forward movement, so it heavily encourages people to just be up close. And because of this sidestepping thing, it means that moves that are plus in this game and are fast are insanely good. And if you know anything about Tekken, pretty much every character's jab is +1 on block. It's their fastest move and it's +1 on block. And technically this is Jin's 2-1, but this is also +1 on block. This move in this game is +1 on block. Yes. And it has this range. by the way. And it's this fast. Wow. See the way that the funny thing about this is that the way that the AI works in this game when you set them to stand blocking is that, you see, whenever a move comes out, it automatically walks backwards. So it's trying to walk backwards as well as block at the same time. But even then, the range of this move is just so insane. It's just... And you can just mix that up with down forward 1. You can mix that up with laser scraper, which is really good in this game. They actually have a fun fact. There's an unblockable version of laser scraper in this game where if you hold down forward, and hold the button, you can do an unblockable version like that, and it launches them. And you can actually, I think this is a bug. If you let go of the button on an exact frame, you can actually do the unblockable version of the laser scraper with the speed of the non-charged version, and it basically makes it completely unavoidable. Like, even if you block the first 2 hits, you're like, fucked. This might take a few tries. So there is the normal laser scraper without any charge. Here is the fully charged laser scraper that's unblockable, but obviously you could sidestep that. And here is the laser scraper with the, like, just frame version. Failed it. It's failed it. This is reasonably difficult. You can see the slight charge, though. You can see the slight charge of it. There we go. You see that? It had that little blue spark. And he was blocking there, he got hit by that, and that launches into a full combo. So basically, you can just alternate between 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, down forward 1. And then if you can also do this sweep, very good in this game. Alternate between these moves, but usually just 2-1. And then occasionally this, and you also got Demon Paw as well. But alternate between those, and if you're really good at doing the Just Change version of the laser scraper, you can do that. And just, like, you know, like, just do it. And to show off that I can't really show a lot of this stuff very well in training mode, like, specifically just to prove it. But to show off that I'm not bullshitting at the minute, I want to show you a little video that has been accrued over the years. Now, this is from Tekken 4 Evo 2003. This is, some highlights from, like, the previous games before top 8 and then the top 8. This is from Evo 2003, 20 years ago. The best players in the world going to this tournament for Tekken 4. And this is 2 years after the game came out. This is what the meta of the game looked like 2 years after the game came out. This isn't like day one strats. This isn't like day one everyone was bad at the time and everyone was just like doesn't know how to play the game, and then they figured out how to beat the things that were like noob killer strats. No, this is 2 years after the game came out. This is like mature Tekken 4. And this is going to be a Jin versus Jin match. And we're just going to count how many different moves they do. Alright. So, okay, so we got an up forward 4. Okay, we got 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, laser script 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, sidestep, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, laser script. Oh, there you go. Got the unblockable. He's dead, by the way. Oh, wait, no, he's not. He's not dead. But he is dead because he died to a 2-1. Or a 1-1. That was a 1-1, actually. And also, you can move before the round starts in this game. So you can just get up close to someone into, like, perfect, like, range 0 and just 2-1. He's trying to spam the parry. That's another thing. He has an unwith punishable parry. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1-4, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, sidesteps, 2-1. He can't get away. He can't get away from the 2-1. And he missed the unblockable timing there, but he didn't interrupt, so he got hit anyway. 2-1-4. Sorry, that was 2-1-3 before. So it doesn't matter. Look, none of this matters. It's just do you see how ridiculous this game is? You can just run up to 2-1. This is the top level match. 2-1, Oh, we got some backdashing. 2-1, 2-1, 2 sidestep 2-1. Oh my god, this is sick. This is so good, and this combo is so stupid because it's unblockable. If you block the first 2 hits of Laser Scraper in this game, and someone's really good at doing that, just frame unblockable, where you can get the unblockable hitbox, where you can get the unblockable hitbox of the move without actually charging it, they can't avoid it. They can't avoid the unblockable. They block the first 2 hits of Laser Scraper, and then they get hit by the 3rd hit, even if they block the first 2 hits. And they get launched into a big combo. So that's why Jin is like the best character in this game by far. See, right there. See that? Okay, so he's gonna 2-1. Oh no, he didn't run up and 2-1, but he's gonna do it now. Oh, he's not. Oh, and that's not. There we go. And that's the other thing, the wall grapple. And this stage as well, like the stages in this game are super weird. It's like, this game, it is very interesting. But yeah, that's kind of like an unexpectedly good strat in Tekken 4. Just spamming jab. It's like unexpectedly good because it's like, surely you can't just spam that one thing. Surely your best move, your best strategy in 99% of situations is just to spam your fastest move. It's just to go 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. And it's like, this isn't even just Jin. Steve does this as well. That Blasted Salami did a great video a few years ago on Tekken 4. You can just see like Steve spamming his like strings as well, like from like jab. You can see like Nina doing the same thing, like even though she does that in every second game. It's like every character is Nina in this game, basically. So yeah, that was some unexpectedly good strats in fighting games. I hope you enjoyed that. I did actually struggle to find a few of these because they're kind of like, you know, unexpectedly good. It's kind of a bit more like, I guess, subjective, but I hope that you enjoyed that and that there's some videos or like some more strats out there that you want to see or that you could tell me about in the comments or like whatever. You can also put a like if you want. Thanks to the patrons on Patreon. They do incredible stuff, including the anonymous patron. Always great to have them around supporting the channel. And yeah, that's the video, guys. Yeah, bye, I guess.